Good afternoon. This is Deb Amlen for the New York Times, and welcome back to Crosswords Live. We're here yet again, Sam.
We are. It's good to be back. It's a Thursday. This is helping me keep my
Yeah,
days of the week in order.
absolutely. The only day of the week that I know for sure is Thursday right now. All the other days I've been thinking was Friday all week long now.
Thank goodness we have Crosswords Live to keep our schedule in check, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. What do we have today?
We have a Thursday crossword as is, standard fare for a
Awesome. That's
Thursday.
all we need.
But this is a peculiar Thursday offering, I'll say. It doesn't
Interesting.
really offer a ton of bite as you would expect from maybe your traditional Thursday crossword, but there
Uh,
are some little Easter eggs hidden throughout.
okay. All right, well, that's fair enough. Today's puzzle is by Bruce Haight and Peter A. Collins, two names that are well known to New York Times crossword solvers. I don't know how many crosswords they've done, but there's been a lot of them. They go way back. Uh,
Bruce is over 50 and Peter has over 110.
wow.
Grizzled veterans,
Okay.
these guys are.
Yes, absolutely. They're machines.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I noticed about this puzzle, Sam, was that the black square shapes are a little squiggly and funny looking today. They're not your typical crossword, design that I would anticipate.
Exactly. I mean, just the constructor in me is going, why did you need all of these black squares to make this part of the grid fit?
That's right.
We
That's
usually
right.
frown upon this editorially, but
I
there's a
wonder if
reason
it
for
means
this.
anything.
Yeah.
You never know. All right, well, let's get started. The one thing I noticed about this puzzle is, because we are very big on starting with the gimmies, and the gimmies usually are the fill in the blanks, there wasn't a lot to get a toehold on this time.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. I'm a total Potterhead, so I can
Okay,
tell you that 33 across, fill in the blank right here, is Cedric Diggory,
absolutely.
student at
I
Hogwarts.
I will tell you, I'm a Potterhead as well, but I'm terrible with names, and it eluded me for the longest time. I remember the character, I remember the books, could not remember Cedric.
Our Triwizard, our normal Triwizard tournament representative from Hogwarts and the Goblet of Fire.
Exactly.
Um,
I'll bet you were able to get 52 across, though. That's a sports clue.
oh yes, there we go. There we go. Lady Blank, powerhouse in college basketball. That's gonna be the Lady Volunteers, Tennessee women's
Exactly.
basketball, real
Yeah.
powerhouse,
Shout
absolutely
out to
dominant.
Tennessee, which is also called the volunteer state, I was told.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly. Nice clue. I always like a clue for Tennessee is something like volunteers place
Hmm.
that hides that capital V.
That's awesome. I really like that. Well, we've got that V there in the first spot. Can we try the crossing?
Sure, as we do, maintained.
Hmm.
Second letter is a V.
I don't know. Nothing off the top of my head.
Maintain, I mean, you can maintain something by claiming it. You can maintain, the appliances in your household.
Right. If you're maintaining, you're just about,
Sure.
doing so.
Maybe, how about 39 down?
Okay.
Sometimes you just know. Maybe it's solving enough crossword puzzles. Maybe it's digging up a little bit of
Right.
trivia.
Maybe you like Greek mythology.
Maybe I did write a listicle once, now that you mention it.
Okay.
But it ends in S.
Those were great, those listicles.
Long TBT, right?
Right.
Ares is a son of Zeus, and the one that
Okay.
ends in S, that's the one that's going to fit here.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Sam's listicles. By the way, they still are on wordplay and they're topical. What we mean, we call them listicles affectionately, but really what they are articles that tackle topics that you might not be familiar with. For example, 10 Greek mythology characters you need to know to be a better crossword solver. 8 European rivers that you might need to know to be a better crossword solver. They all live under the words to know tab on wordplay. So if you have an area that is just not in your wheelhouse, take a look through the list and see if something comes up for you.
I have to tell you, that sort
Yeah.
of thing, just remembering those words that are your real blind spots, especially
Yeah.
when they show up so many times in crosswords, sometimes you just need that extra little sticking point to help you along, and then you'll turn it
Mhm.
into, a good thing to have when you solve your Friday crossword. Yes, I know that Airy 2 was an opera aria. You never
Yes,
know what's going to
yes.
come up.
Billy is back, and he said he agrees with Ari's.
Excellent,
Three
excellent.
down, Sam.
What's that?
Three down. Show me three down, please.
Three down. Actress Betty of Old Hollywood. Ooh.
Billy Freeland says Warren, and you are sort of kind of close. It's not Betty Warren, it's Betty Hutton.
That's the one that just fits in the puzzle. That's
That's
okay.
the one. Yeah, and I mean Warren would fit too, but I think he was thinking of Betty Hutton when he said Warren.
Sure.
That was a high, kids, in today's column.
I would have needed to do an extra little bit of digging. She played Annie Oakley. That's the only thing that I would know.
No, she did a lot more than that, but that's probably what she's best known for today. Marilyn Johnson got Hutton and says,
Excellent.
good to see you, Sam and Deb. Good to see you, Marilyn. Welcome back.
Good to see you, even though I can't see your comment.
Oh,
That's fine.
Billy is saying, I'll be honest, I read that as Beatty and not even sure that's old Hollywood. So he read it as Warren Beatty. You know what? In that case, you would have been correct.
Yeah.
August Wickland says he never heard of, and I said, okay, well, you know what? A lot of people may not be familiar with Betty Hutton, but I believe, oh no, I'm thinking of Betty Grable, who is a pinup star. And most people probably don't even know what I mean by pinup anymore. This was before my time, but I've read about it.
Sure.
Betty Hutton was a very famous blonde Hollywood actress of the time, the 40s and 50s. Billy's going off to get himself some more coffee, which is always wonderful.
Hey,
How
cheers
you
to
doing,
that.
Sam? You doing all right? We're all trying to wake ourselves up here.
Here's one for you, Deb. This is an actor I could tell you, Sean of Stranger Things.
Well, you know what? I have not watched Stranger Things because strange things tend to freak me out a little bit.
Sure.
But because of the pattern with the T in the middle, I knew it had to be Aston.
And Sean Astin, Samwise Gamgee, Rudy,
Yeah.
other, and again, I mean, this is just an illustration of wheelhouses right here, Deb. This is one that I would have been able to throw in even without the T, but I would have needed a few more letters for Betty Hutton myself. But that's why it's so fun to solve together. So there you go.
Oh, Billy says something great. He says, hi, gang. I tried the Thursday crossword as promised about halfway before my last, hold on, break. Not bad. And good for you, Billy. I think that's wonderful. I hope you really get into solving them. Kathy O is with us, and she says, Rudy.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That's from Sean Astin plays Rudy in the title role. That's my sports.
And Adam Aronson says Sean, formerly of Stranger Things. Did he leave the show?
Sure. I haven't seen Stranger Things myself. I do,
No.
but Adam Aronson is actually a constructor for us. He's got some puzzles in the pipeline. So actually republished them a few months back.
Now, I will tell you one thing that was a gimme for me because I'm all about the food.
Yes.
At 4 down, the custardy dessert was definitely going to be flan.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I didn't even need the N for that. There we go. We can just throw that right in. Can we check the crosser maybe?
Sure. Ooh.
Maybe not.
Common lapel attachment my throat. Well, I think that word's going to be flag right there because they wear a flag pin.
Oh, your flag pins that you wear.
Oh,
okay.
that's right. That's right. It is a plural. So the pin is going to be plural, just like the clue.
The little things you pick up on with a bunch of crossword solving.
I'll tell you, man.
Attachments, it's got to be pins.
Right. Kimberly number 2 says spoiler alert. I'm not quite sure.
We're spoiling the puzzle.
Yeah, we are. That is on our business cards, Kimberly. Sam Ezersky spoiler, right?
I do what I can.
Deb Amlen senior spoiler.
I guess if you want to solve the puzzle, Kimberly, on your own without this, keep your streak alive. In all honesty, I mean, we won't be upset if you decide to go sit and solve on your mobile device and then come back to us later. But this is intended to be an interactive solving experience.
This is fun. If we're all putting our brains together. If you want to join us, please pull up a chair and stay, and let's solve this thing together. Kathy Odahan is offering us an emoji flan.
Oh.
Billy Freeland says 59 down. If we hop down there.
Yep. Oh.
Excuse me. Is OSU.
Indeed. The Ohio State University. Let's see. Gosh, there are 3 college initialisms in this puzzle, which is crazy.
You
There's
think, you
OSU,
think,
and
do you
then
think Bruce and Peter might have been a little hyped up about their colleges?
we'll get to that, won't we?
Oh, yes, we
Um,
will.
so yeah, look, the school, well, this is something that can help us at least just a little bit. School, that's an abbreviation for school, so the answer is going to be an abbreviation whose
Oh,
initials are the reverse of 32 down.
well, that's pretty easy.
So then the school whose
USO.
initials, so we can put that C in there, right? And then
Yes. Wait, what?
because
Oh, I'm
it's a
sorry.
reverse.
I was still looking at OSU. Uh,
Oh, well, that's gonna complicate things, isn't it? Right?
right. Well, I will tell you that I think 28 down is going to be USC.
Yeah, so that's one of them at 26, which means then at 32 down, we just kind of got a gimme just by having one answer in the
There you
puzzle. It's
go.
going to
That's
be
pretty easy.
Colorado State University,
Yeah.
CSU.
Oh, August Wickland says, I think the formerly referring to Sean Astin was the spoiler. My apologies,
Oh,
Kimberly.
so we're
I,
not
I'm
playing spoiler. This is
Yeah, yeah, we're not only are we not up on Stranger Things, but we're not up on spoilers. So my
yeah,
apologies to you, Kimberly,
that's fine.
and to Kimberly number 2, not Kimberly number 1.
Yes, yes. Here's
Uh,
another food one, Deb. Since
yeah.
you love your food clues, a seafood staple of New England.
Oh man, you know what? Melissa Clark just came out with a new recipe,
Oh,
and it's for shrimp scampi.
that's tasty, but we're gonna want scrod, the
Oh
fish.
man.
That
Oh,
said, I
okay.
appreciate the plug for shrimp scampi
That's
because
great, man. Well,
that
Melissa Clark, she's my hero.
and her favorite food I learned from spelling bee is anchovies, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. One time anchovy was the pangrab.
Anchovies are in pretty much 90% of her recipes. Marilyn corrects me also and says that's got to be scrod. I don't know. Maybe I'm off my game today,
That's it.
Sam.
But see, that's it. You don't need to be on your game to solve a puzzle. This is however you want to have
Especially
fun with
when
it,
we
right?
have all this support.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that's
Thank you,
great.
commenters, for carrying us over the finish line, right?
Yes. We have a past tense at 40 something across above vols.
Oh, in in how do you even
Invade.
say invade, right?
Yeah.
But it's a homophone.
Huh.
What is gosh, this is one where I say I'll allow this one in spelling bee, because clearly everybody else knows this one, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
just wait for some crossers until I remember what this
Okay.
word means.
Well, that's
How
okay.
about you?
Claire, yeah, I think I'm going to do that too. Claire Rafus says that 47 down is tip jar.
Oh, container near a cash register. Yes.
Love that. I also like the way the P and the J are
Oh yeah.
contiguous there. That's something you don't see or you don't expect a lot in crosswords, is to have the two consonants all mushed together.
Exactly. Like you get a lot of that RSTLNE Wheel of Fortune stuff because
Yeah,
that's so much more
and
easy.
vowels, usually
Yeah.
mixed in with
So
vowels.
much easier to work with as a constructor, right?
Right.
But an answer
Exactly.
like tip jar, on the editing side, we give a check mark to something like that because we think that's just a
Sure.
particularly fun, fresh entry that everybody's going to know, right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's move on. Here's one that I like to talk about on wordplay quite a lot.
Uh-oh.
57 across. Number one of
Oh boy.
24.
This is so confusing, right?
Right. Now, as somebody who notices letter patterns, I figured this out pretty quickly. But what I wanted to tell the solvers out there is that when you see a clue that says of something of 24 or something of 26, what the clue is really asking you for is not a number. It's asking you for a letter of an alphabet. Now, if it says of 26, obviously that's going to be a letter in the English alphabet. In the Greek alphabet, there are only 24 letters. So number one of 24, that clue is asking you for the first letter of the Greek alphabet, and that's going to be alpha.
Alpha.
Yes,
Conveniently hidden in alphabet.
I think
Appropriately.
so. Yes.
So there we go. Yeah, that's how, gosh, you'll see what number 7 of 24 so many times for
Mhm.
Ada. I mean,
Oh,
that's
yes.
just a
And
way we can
food in so many different ways.
exactly, exactly. Here's
Billy,
another clue you see a lot, Deb.
yeah.
Just because this answer with its bizarre letter pattern shows up a lot too, is your sporty car option. Blank
Oh,
T
yes.
blank
Yeah.
blank.
I
I'm
think
no
Will
auto
always wanted to
mechanic.
own a. Do you think Will always wanted to own a car with a T-top?
I actually, it's funny. I think so. I think Will's in the market for some speedy sports car.
Oh,
He's
man.
he's getting a little tired of his Saab. So
Okay. All right.
so
Billy Freeland says he thinks 46A is a top.
So we
Oh,
have
that's the
it.
same
It's
one.
a T top.
Yes.
It's just that weird little double letter pattern, right?
Excuse me.
Specific kind of top is what
And
we're looking
49,
for.
yeah, he also says 49 down is pearls. I didn't know this.
Oh,
I
traditional
haven't
gift for a
gotten that
30th.
far.
What's that?
I haven't gotten that far. So,
Not even a thought. I
yeah.
am. I have
Yeah,
not
that's
reached
good.
my 30th anniversary of my life, so
Oh,
it'd be a little tough.
okay.
That's one way to
Well,
put it, right?
and then he says that 48 down is on hold, which is a nice entry.
Temporarily suspended is on hold, indeed.
Right. Nicole Xavier's here with us, and she
Welcome
agrees
back,
with
Nicole.
Alpha. Yeah, she was actually. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was Kathy O. Was at my library talk last night. My Zoom library talk.
How'd that
Um,
go?
yeah, it went very, very well. We talked about the tips and tricks to the people who came to the talk for the Library of the Chathams. And I mean, I'm a very big fan and very big proponent of public libraries.
Mhm.
So very often I will go and give talks to help bring people in the doors.
You're always there for the tips and tricks, right?
Always there for the tips and tricks, and always
Excellent.
there for my public libraries. That's where I spent a lot of my childhood, and I don't want to see them disappear.
Amen to that.
Billy Friedman says, "Me neither, Deb. Me neither." I'm not sure what that refers to. I hope it's about the
Yeah,
library.
probably it's gotta be the same thing.
So
I
Claire
hope.
Rafa says 35 down is diet plan. That's a good one.
Ooh, nice. I love, just having a few letters in a long string of letters, and that's
And
enough to
being
get
able
the
to
answer,
solve
right?
it.
Diet
Yep.
plan, nothing crazy there.
Excuse me.
What's that?
I said, no, I was just saying, excuse me. It's
You were
peak
excused.
allergy season.
What's 58 across? This is what I think we
Oh,
should. So every Thursday puzzle, right, is going to have some sort of theme. This isn't just a
yeah,
themeless puzzle where Bruce and Peter decided to pick some fun answers, right? You get that on Friday and Saturday.
right.
But usually it sticks out. Like these three long answers running across probably have something in common. And here's a weird clue at 50. What's
It
that?
is. It's kind of weird. And thank you, Kathy. I appreciate the shout out. They do have, Billy Freeland says, no, Deb, that was referring to the 30th anniversary. Well, hopefully we'll both get there, right, Billy? The clues for this are really kind of interesting today. They're all verbalizations, and they're not things you would normally say in your everyday life. Like, would you mind getting that officer out of bed?
Yeah, it's super bizarre. I mean, we can
That
even go up to, let's see, 18 across. Oh, so this is just, it's a question. So this is going to be some sort
is-
of pun with that question mark there. Australians caution against entering a battlefield.
Usually those kind of things, if they sound a little goofy, if the clues, it usually means that it's a stretchy clue with their question mark that is trying to refer to something punny.
Yes.
Um, Marilyn Johnson is just poking her head in to say 57 down is ami.
Parisian pal, indeed. AMIE. That one shows up so much in crosswords.
It
Again, we
does.
got another French 101 listicle. If you, like
Yes,
me, really needed to
exactly.
brush up on those terms.
And Marilyn also says that the last word of 58A then is major,
Yeah,
which is great.
that makes sense. The
Yeah.
officer out of bed, the officer would be a major, I guess. Yeah, to your point, in a nutshell, if the clue sounds weird, if the clue sounds goofy, the answer is going to be too.
Yes. Yeah,
Because
that's another very interesting match.
real observation, the Captain Obvious coming to the rescue.
There you go. Billy says 58A is care to. He got that one.
Wow, would you mind care to So we've got that. Maybe we should check some crossers here. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
short
great,
threes and
Billy.
fours.
You've sort of led us into our first theme
Yeah.
entry. So
So like,
let's try that one.
so like here, like 55
Uh,
down.
I know that one.
Blank T, blank, blank. What you got? The
StubHub.
stub. Thank goodness. If we had that T, if we didn't have that T in place, I might have, skipped past that one. So something that's just
Right.
important to, try your crossers. You never know what you're gonna
Exactly.
get.
Yeah.
Uh,
Adam Aronson says, interesting that the question mark at 58 across plays double duty as both a question and as a pun. That
Aaron,
is
I fellow constructor to constructor, I appreciate that because
yeah,
that's something that I don't even know if we have just a right answer on the editorial side about what we do when the pun is a verbalized question, but we
right.
want to indicate like right now it's weird. It
It's
sounds
care
like
to
it doesn't
something
sound like a normal
major.
question. What's
Yeah,
that?
it's care to something major. Would you mind, care to,
Yeah,
getting
but
that officer, the major, out of bed? So we have to figure out what is getting somebody out of bed about.
but what Aaron was saying is that you'd want there to be a question mark outside of this quotation too to
Yes,
indicate that
no,
it's a
I
pun. Yeah.
understand. I understand that. But I was just also saying that based on what we've solved so far, we can kind of zero in on where it's going.
Oh, I see. Got you. So
Yeah.
would you getting that officer out of bed? So I guess we're looking for a synonym for getting out of bed.
Yeah, something like that. Now, Marilyn says 63 across is all in all.
It's just another brick in the wall.
Yeah. And that 58 down is Cobb.
Male swan is a cob. Good one.
Boy, I really had to think about that one. I could not remember to save my life.
Yeah.
But look at all those little short ones we can use to help fill in the rest of that long entry.
I mean, there's that. There's also, 64 across with two B's and a U, your closest friend.
Best bud.
I would just say BFF. I don't know what
There
this,
you go.
never heard this phrase.
BFFFFFF.
Exactly. That's how it will fit.
Yeah. August Wicklund agrees with Best Bud. Nicole Xavier says 40 down is Hugh.
Coral or aquamarine. I like
Yeah.
that. Let's try that. 3 letters. Works for
Yeah.
me.
Potentially slightly misleading, both having to do with the
Yeah,
sea, sort of, but they
exactly.
are referring to colors.
How about 62 across to try and finish this stack?
Okay.
Strain as a muscle.
Oh man, I haven't done that since lockdown. I wish I could go to the gym and strain a muscle. Overuse.
Yes, there we go. That's actually super helpful. I would have guessed an E there anyway, because that'll give us ED for maintained. We know,
Yeah.
past tense clue, past tense answer, part of
Now,
speech.
Billy Freeland says he's been whittling away at the top left corner and he thinks
Interesting.
he's got an idea.
Do tell.
So yeah, I'm waiting to hear that one. But in the meantime, let's see what we've got here.
Oh, goodness. 2 down. One who might say, thank God it's Friday. Oh,
Uh,
such a groaner.
this was a real groaner.
Such
This
a
was
groaner.
I could
Almost a
see
high
Bruce
kids
Haight
groaner.
doing this. Yeah, well, Billy Freeland is saying that one crosses ach, as in ach so.
So I don't even know if we've done that clue, which is
I
pretty
don't
cool.
think we have. I don't know
Fresh.
how much I've actually heard that. Marilyn Johnson and Billy agree on overuse. So Billy has the Southwest and Billy Freeland has the Northwest.
Excellent.
Sarah agrees on overuse. Billy Freeland is saying 2 down is Crusoe.
That's the
And
one.
that
There
was
we
a
go.
fun one. If you've ever read Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe, he was, Crusoe was a very privileged white man who landed on an island and was stranded there. And he kind of adopted a servant and named him Friday because that was the day he appeared on.
Thank God it's Friday.
Thank God it's Friday.
Groaner of
Okay.
a pun.
Well, Billy Freeland is really whizzing away on this. He's got true love for 15 across.
Whew, one and only, indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, so sweet.
August Wickland says 23 across is toot.
Blow one's horn. That's literal. That's not to
Yeah.
brag. We're really throwing you for a loop there. in case you wanted to
Exactly.
brag.
Look, we're almost done. We've almost got one down. Let's take a look at that one.
Baseball statistic. Oh.
Ah. Now, would it really be, I guess it would be plural,
Yeah,
even though it's
I would
only
say
one.
it could be singular or plural. Like statistic is in the header on a sortable
It's the,
column to compare a bunch of batters, you know?
right. And it's the number of at bats is the statistic,
Hmm.
which is why it's
Who leads
plural.
the league in at bats, you know?
Right.
How about this?
August says it's okay, Deb. It's a Swedish name. No, I was just a little tongue tied for a second. Is it Vickland or Wickland?
The puzzles do get us tongue tied, don't they?
Yes, yes,
Got all these other
absolutely.
letters to juggle.
Billy says six down is Av, as
Bird in
in
Spanish is
ave.
ave.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then Billy Freeland says 16 down is emitting.
Giving off is
Giving off.
emitting.
Very
Nice and
good.
literal there.
Very good. Oh,
So,
wow. This is great. Look at us. We are killing this. Keep it coming, guys. Um, let's see. What else have we got
do we
here?
want to try 5 down?
I tell you what, you try five down. I'm gonna go close my window so I stop coughing.
Do it. The subdivision. I mean, a clue like that just reads so weirdly. LO blank. I'll wait for a few solvers to see if they can grok that one because that's just a mysterious clue. In the meantime, I mean, gosh, turn malicious at 7 down. There's 8 letters, starts GE. Probably going to be get something. You know, sometimes with these
Oh,
longer
yeah.
answers, you just got to piece them together
Phrase, isn't
slowly
it?
but surely. What's that?
It's going to be a phrase, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. To turn
Yeah.
malicious is to get real bad. Get. Oof. Sometimes the word's just right on the tip of your tongue. You just need a crosser.
Are you feeling nasty, Sam?
Not right now, and that's probably a good thing. But I hope things don't get nasty.
No,
You know.
I hope not either. I don't think you have a nasty bone in your body, frankly.
Oh
Uh,
shucks. That's just I keep myself, you know, I keep myself
yeah.
very professional at work.
Yes, that's what we say about you. Claire guessed get angry. ANG. Or you know what? That would fit.
See, actually, I like that too. Well, let's check. How about this? Let's check our crosser at 31
Okay.
across. That's out of the question.
Okay.
So
I can't figure it out, Sam.
and if we, you know, so let's say this was get angry.
Yeah.
It's got to be I can't, right? We're sure of that. So that's how we figure out it's get nasty and not get angry. But
Right.
this is the way you work through and you check your crossers because both of those we haven't done this yet, Deb. They're
Yeah,
both perfectly cromulent answers, right?
they are.
So
Absolutely. The thing also is that to get angry is not really turning malicious. Malicious, I think of as more spiteful.
sure, yeah,
Then
that's a good
I
point.
mean, you would have to be angry to be spiteful, but there's a different flavor to it, I think.
There are on the editorial side. I mean, there are reasons why we pick
There's always
precise
a reason
wording and
why.
really vet these clues. We waffle over the craziest things like this. So
Rachel Lamb is here, and she says lot is one of the answers, but I don't
that's
have.
it. That's 5 down.
Oh, yeah, there you
Wonderful.
go. I think we're lagging a little bit, but not too much, hopefully. You guys will tell us if we freeze up, but we're working hard we're hopping from one platform to another to try and keep us from freezing up. So Nicole Xavier says 9 down is poor, P-O-R.
Oh, interesting way to clue it. Vasco da Gama is from Portugal,
Yeah,
and that's
but it's an
how you abbreviate
abbreviation.
it.
Yeah.
P-O-R. Maybe, So let's take a peek at 18 across it, just
Oh,
for the fun of it.
Billy, I'm sorry.
Go for it. You read it off. Take it
Sorry,
away.
I'm trying to find it. Billy agrees with you that a lot is 6 down, I believe, but only because the across, which you're highlighting right now, has to have mate in it because of the Australian
Mm.
part of the clue.
Honestly, I don't know if we could have phrased that better ourselves. That's the perfect way
Yeah.
to deduce parts of these theme answers. We don't really know why these theme answers are as weird as they are, but maybe
Right.
we'll be able to crack them as we continue solving the puzzle. You know?
But mate is a good indication.
Yeah.
So, but mate,
But
something,
mate,
something
it makes you like,
against entering a battlefield.
but mate, there's war.
Oh, But wait a minute. You did something funny to that. Wouldn't it be, but wait, there's more?
It's a pun. This is what we like doing on our
Oh,
Thursdays. We like
oh
sitting
man.
around and cracking a bunch of groan-worthy jokes.
So
That's the one here.
I see what we're doing here. We are taking common phrases and we're flipping the M's and the W's. So instead of but wait, there's more, we're making it but mate, there's war, like a spoonerism, and
Exactly,
turning it to that
exactly.
silly, silly phrase.
A Billy Sook, Runny
Yeah.
Babbitt.
So a lot of people are agreeing on I can't. Nicole Xavier says that 24 down is Cana, C-A-N-A.
Where Jesus turned water into wine.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Thank
This
you
one
for
is
that.
one of those, I see that clue and I can never remember what the locale is until I get it
Me
right.
neither.
There's
Yeah.
always going to be an answer like that for you as a solver.
I'm just grateful he turned the water into wine. 31 across, Sarah and Marilyn Johnson agree on I can't.
Wonderful.
Kathy is plugging our cromulent fist bump. Billy Friedland says, is 24 across Cain, C-A-E-N, but it's
Yeah.
actually Hannah.
Well, no, that's actually 24 down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We've got 24. Yeah, French city that was an objective for recapture on D-Day. Interesting. That is.
You are correct. Thank you, Billy.
Can?
August says that he thinks 8 down is etern, E-T-E-R-N-E.
Forever poetically. You know what? This is an answer I've only heard in crosswords, but that's okay.
Well, are you not a mushy poet reader?
I feel like does this really show up all that much in poetry though? I feel
Probably
like we've
not, but I'm sure
legitimized
it's
this.
there at least once.
We've enshrined it in the crossword more than it appears poetically, you know?
Billy Freeland and Claire Rafus just made a divot in their forehead like I did.
Oh,
they said, oh, that's cute. And Claire says, oh, so fun. So 58 across is care to wake a major.
Oh, there we are. As
and
opposed
Billy
to
got
care
the
to
same
make a
thing.
wager. Gosh, I couldn't even tell if I was saying it right. I had to really stumble on my speech there.
So yes, very good. We're flipping the M's and the W's.
Exactly.
Sarah says 13 down is a weirdly phrased roast pig.
Luau entree is roast pig. Yeah, that looks so odd in a grid, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
We didn't even have that G there making us think that there was something wrong, but roast pig is the one. That's a fresh answer.
Absolutely.
I like that sort of thing across.
Kathy O says she just had to look up spoonerism and it's a today I learned for her. Well, that's great, Kathy. Congratulations. I'm glad you learned something today.
Kathy, you know what you need to do next? You need to go Google list of spoonerisms and see all the ridiculous ones out there.
Don't do it. It's a deep hole, Kathy.
Do it.
Really was.
Blushing crow and crushing blow.
Yes. And Rachel Ann agrees on care to wake a major.
Excellent.
Marilyn Johnson agrees on that. And August is congratulating Honey 604, Marilyn.
Oh, there we go.
Who in turn says that 10 down is Heap, H-E-E-P, as in Uriah Heep.
Uriah Heep. So we should be able to knock out the rest of this top right, flowing into here, right?
Oh, my goodness. Now, I know the top one. The band supplement, ephedra.
Ephedra.
Which is
interesting.
Honestly, it was a dietary supplement, and it ruined it for those of us who have bad sinuses. Which is that's common, where a form of it is commonly used in antihistamines. Toe something.
Simple skating jump.
Toe.
We got the easy part. Maybe this looks like it wants to be down something. Oh. Mark it woe at 12 down.
So maybe it's toe loop.
It is toe loop, and that gives us so APR, lone fig, abbreviation in the clue, abbreviation in the answer, and then advertising icon with horns.
That really made me stop for a second. It's kind of funny if you think about it. The advertising icon with horns is Elsie the cow.
Solvers, how many of you all are familiar with this Elsie the cow mascot.
Don't
I'm
go
in
there.
favor of a more upgraded Elsie Clue. I
I
feel like
am
we
too.
got to
In
do better than
fact,
this.
I kind of wish it had been clued to Shannon Woodward's character on Westworld.
That's what I was gonna say.
Which
Exactly.
honestly, I'll tell you something, Sam, just to get off track for a second. We're very late to the party, and my husband and I are watching Westworld. We're in the middle of season 3, which is the last season before they stopped. This is a show that will mess you up.
There you go. Well, do you need a greater invitation than
if you're
this?
listening,
Shout out to Shannon Woodward, avid crossover.
love your job on the show. You're doing great. Hopefully, I'm not going to spoil anything, but we'd love to see you again on there. I think we have reached the point in the series where we haven't got a flying fig of what's going on.
That's the best, right?
It's a very complex show. It's wonderful and it's terrifically done, and it makes you think. But I'll be damned if I know what's happening. I just let it wash over me.
So what do we got from the solvers here? What's a buzz in the hive?
Let's see.
We still got our market.
Speaking of a buzz in the hive, man, I'm really enjoying your spelling bee.
Thank you. That was we're almost coming up on 2 years.
Get out! Oh, we're gonna have to celebrate that in some way.
Some way that I can, right?
Yeah.
Market woe is going to be downturn.
Yeah.
That gives
I
us.
haven't watched Ozark. Billy Freeland. He's debating between Westworld and Ozark, but I do highly recommend Westworld. Yes, and Billy also agrees that 12D is downturn.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Let's see. Rachel Lamb agrees on downturn. Billy says et tu.
Yep, we got that. So we got et tu. Some famous last words.
Oh man,
UPS is
agreeing on downturn. I guess that was a gimme for everybody. I don't want to say anything.
Is a literal big box company.
Yes.
With all their big boxes.
Which is fun.
Yes. And then we've got one pun
Osborne. Oh, this was a good one. I really enjoyed this entry. Nancy Burke Osborne says 38 down is, well, okay.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Those are some of my favorite. I think I'm guilty of having used like okay then and okay fine in some of my own puzzles. I'm always a sucker for seeing an answer like this.
As a solver, I mean, I've been a constructor, but as a solver, I really like phrases, good crunchy phrases and a thing. They're just so much fun to write in.
The ones that you just say out loud and you're just like, wow, that's showing up in a puzzle. I mean, just last Saturday we had said no one ever.
I love that.
It's like, are you kidding me? That's showing up in a puzzle now? That's crazy, right?
Right. And that's why, honestly, I'm not a speed solver. I really like to savor these things and enjoy the solve as I go through. I mean, I have to solve them within a certain time because I have deadlines, but I really enjoy making my way through the puzzle and discovering these things. Let's see, where are we going now? Oh, what about the bottom? The bottom end.
Let's knock it out. Jeepers.
Yike. Or yipe. Wait.
Well, let's check our crosser, which is not going to be that helpful.
Jungfrau for one. I'm gonna wager that that's an Alp.
As long as you don't wake a major in the process. But yes, that is an Alp.
That's a major sleep.
Today I learned I love learning new things in crosswords.
Right.
Fortunately, Alp is not a thing. We'll spell it that way at least. So.
And Nicole Xavier saying yipe. August Vicklund says 36 across is Men's Day warning. He got that one right off the bat.
That's our last pun, indeed. From Wednesday morning, we have Men's Day warning.
Just a reminder: the golf course is reserved for the guys tomorrow. E.g.
That'll go over well.
Don't get me started there, Sam.
That'll go over well.
Right. Let's move along.
Let's see. How about 36 down? Let's try and crush this bottom left. We got 2 8s.
Well, can we hop over to 37 down? Because Nancy Burke Osborne says 37 down is ensnares.
Ensnares is.
Yep. Let's see. 40 across. Does anyone have 40 across? Claire Rafus says 34 down is end.
Oh, let's just knock that out. We've got end squelch is a nice way to clue end. I will
Right.
end you
That's a
and
great
chip
word.
away at is your road.
Is
What's that?
road. Yeah. Let's see. We've got Delegates. That's a great screen name. It says 58. I'm sorry, 56 across is oh no.
Oh, just when you think it's going to be Eno and it's not Eno. It's okay.
No.
So this is appropriate for
One
Yoko.
of them.
You can deduce that.
And Claire Rafus is 34 down is end. I believe we got that one.
Yep, she got it.
Please be patient with us. There is a bit of a lag here, so we may see your comments after we've covered it.
This means that maintained is avowed. That's what we were looking for earlier.
You know, that is also, if you maintain something, you are avowing it or standing by it.
Yes, exactly.
That's much different than a manually maintain something.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are hung up on 40 across.
Oh, goodness. Goodness. Now, what in the world does this give us at 28 down?
Let's see, 28 down. Oh, no, wait. Kathy Odan says 28 across his bases.
Let's do that first. You know,
Okay.
a nice little groaner here. I know Kathy's here for the dad jokes.
This is how we get the answer is you check your crossers.
One's playing things low key.
Okay,
ha,
so
ha ha
ha. Reason for corporate damage control with corporate abbreviated. Well, that one would have to be bad PR.
Yep. I probably would have just said corporate damage control for short, but I guess PR is really an abbreviation. You know, these are all the little things that we get headaches
right
over.
Well, maybe if that was in the puzzle on a Saturday, maybe it wouldn't be abbreviated.
That's a good point. We probably would not have abbreviated this on a Saturday. That's actually a really good point. But we wanted to give you just an extra little boost because it's such a weird looking string of letters, right?
It really is. There's also a question about whether or not there is such a thing as bad PR, but these days I won't even go there.
That's above my pay grade.
Exactly. Sarah and Marilyn Johnson both say bad PR. Billy Freeland says bad PR. Delegate says 50 is Etna.
Yep, Italian Mount is
Etna. Love that.
How else are you going to clue Etna?
That is a great clue. At first glance, it looks like you're talking about a horse or a steed, but it's not. It's Mount Etna in near Sicily.
Yep.
And Marilyn Johnson says 43 across is railed.
Railed is invade. I'm just going to say it as such. There we go. That gives us Iona is the college in New Rochelle, New York.
Now let's hop up to the H in But Mate There's War.
Oh goodness! I didn't even see we had that square left.
Wouldn't that be funny? And then the music would never play, and we'd wonder why.
I would be dancing around to no music, is what would
right. Garden store equipment, gotta be hose, man.
Gotta be. Clause connector is nor.
Sure. Right. I'll tell you. Before I had that section, I put an and.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Right.
And works with get angry at the A, so that could have been extra.
It really does. See, these puzzles are tricky, but they're not impossible. They are definitely doable.
We want you to finish the puzzle. That's the whole point. That's the funny part.
Right, exactly. Let's see. Delegate says 54 across is Howells. What? 54?
Franz Howells, the merry drinker painter.
Look at that.
This could have been a gimme for some of the artists in the room. For others, you might need a crosser or two, and that's okay.
Right. Kathy Odahan has created a hashtag called Gotta Be Hose.
No comment.
Gotta be solving hose. And something indispensable, man. That's a must-have.
Thank goodness you parsed it. It's not like a fave or something like that, you know?
Exactly.
I like how must-have kind of sounds like mustache. I wonder if there's something you can do
or mustard.
That gives us the USS Arizona. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Yeah, don't go anywhere because we're going to open it back up again.
Thursday cross. Well done.
This was a pretty fun puzzle. It wasn't, the tricky Thursday that I know and love, but there's room for puns and there's room for spoonerisms.
Always.
Just a little Easter egg on the puzzle. The reason that you see those M's and W's in the black squares, which is what they are meant to be, and the reason why they have flipped M and W is because our constructors, Bruce Haight and Peter A. Collins, both went to, well, one of them went to University of Michigan and one of them went to the University of Wisconsin. So they both have a love for the letters M and W.
But
And
outside of that, for you as the solver.
says, thanks, Sam and Deb. Fun to be back. When did you all switch to Periscope? We've been on Periscope the whole time, Billy. What we do is we are trying to find a way to do this so everybody can join us and we don't have to be in the studio because obviously we're still not allowed back in the building. So we use a certain platform that streams to Periscope because we also simulcast on a couple of different places. We stream on Twitter and we stream on YouTube. So, oh yeah, and Nicole Avery, you're saying love the coordinated outfits. By the way, you got my memo about it being, Royal Blue Day, right?
Oh gosh. Yeah. Sorry. So that's what the Slack message was about. Okay,
yeah. And Kathy Odahan is saying go blue.
Go blue.
Marilyn Jones says not really tricky, but quite punny and fun. Billy says, I don't think my comments came in at all. I just refreshed my page. You know what, Billy? We did see some of your comments, and I believe we called them out. I'm not quite sure what is going to, what's preventing it. If you clicked through to Periscope, you can definitely leave your comments. I know I saw them. Billy is saying adieu. This is my first time using my Mac. Congratulations. Nice to see you, Billy. Delegates, thank you for joining us. Nancy Burke Osborne says, yesterday was the first time I used the Rebus function without you guys. Congratulations, Nancy. I'm so glad you knew about it, and I hope it worked well.
Well done.
As we don't want to give anything away. Adriana Leone says, first time here. Welcome, Adriana. I'm so glad you could be with us. Don't be shy. We always say, even, put your guesses in the comments. Even if you're not right, we will tell you how to get to the answer. And there's no mistakes here. That's what the eraser and the backspace key are for.
For the newcomers here, do we want to
come back next week? We have some special guests coming up on the 16th. I'm sorry, on the 14th, which is the Thursday. Stay tuned because we're going to have the actress Zoe Kazan joining us from The Plot Against America. And later this month, we will have the stand-up comic Eliza Schlesinger. And she's a riot. You're going to have so much fun with this, watching her solve. So please come back next week and the week after that and the week after that. We will be here. Thanks again for joining us, Sam. And this is Deb Amlen for the New York Times, wishing you guys a very happy Thursday and keep up the great solving.
Have a good one, everybody.